What a day. Oh, because, like, bro. What a week. I'm gonna get into this deck. I haven't used it in a long time. Egyptian Alchemy Oracle. What a week. What a day, what a week. I'll actually honor that they slid on out. I feel more anger than I know is mine. And I have every right to be angry personally, but oh boy, I feel more anger than is mine, and the divine was just kind of like, oh yeah. It's funny to me, okay, I guess we're done here. It's funny to me how often, this one at the top, from the lower glimpse the higher is your first card. It's funny to me how often when you do collective readings like this, or when a collective reading is done like this, a lot of the time what happens is like we're all in this kind of momentary twin flame moment where we're not going through the same thing, but in order for me to feel you on the deepest empathetic level, I go through something that correlates and parallels an experience that I don't know what I'm talking about until I'm getting DMs like, homie, that shit was for me, how did you know? And I'm just like, I had to walk through the valley. Oh, you know what? Become a Creator is your second card, and Open Your Cosmic Destiny is your third. This is all the same suit. This deck here has several different suits, and this particular one that all of your cards are from the correspondence suit. I'm just going to read all of this to you so you can get acquainted with the person who made it and the energy that's coming at you real fast. Like I said, I'm hearing there's some heckin' anger. There's some heckin' anger. There's lots and lots and lots and lots of anger that we're trying to understand. So number 2 could be significant. This is the second suit in the deck. 2, correspondence is as above, so below. The higher is reflected in the lower, and vice versa. As this symbol emerged, a 6-pointed star, the classic motif for this law, magically appeared in the center. That's true, it does. It says, the distant is near as your toes sift through the earth to enfold the stars. The Hermetic principles of correspondence is known as above, so below, symbolized by the 6-pointed star that is formed by 2 overlapping triangles, one pointed up, the other pointing down. By understanding the lower, we gain insight into the nature of what is higher. Everything is relative. There's a lot of duality in my collective. I'm already seeing Spheres of Heaven and its sister deck, Heaven of Hell, that we'll be using in this reading. Wow, that was my collarbone, God. So that makes sense. The universe, our planet, and all manifestations of life, mineral, plant, animal, human, and divine, are all part of a vast continuum of being, from the lowest vibration of the physical plane, rising upward to the mental sphere, and onto the highest vibration of spiritual plane. The second principle draws our attention to the order and symmetry of creation and of humanity's place within the universe. We are beings with the potential to ascend or descend, both within each plane, or from one plane to another, the physical to the mental, and ever upwards to the spiritual. And I try to stay away from hierarchical thought. Like we say spiritual is up, but spiritual is around. it's like, again, also parallel. So I've never really agreed with the idea of like, and then above and so below. It's actually like, that means it's both here at the same time. Parallel, same. As a tool of thought, it helps us to understand the energetic nature of our world and open our senses to new worlds of experience. The 13th century Persian poet Rumi said, "Love is the astrolabe of God's mysteries," applying the metaphor of an ancient instrument for calculating the altitude. An astroblade! No, it's not an astroblade, bruh. Hold on a minute. I gotta check out this word. I've never seen this word before in my life, and I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I know things before I keep talking. Astrobal? An astrolabe is a historic, it's an astrolabe, my bad. Astrolabe is a historic portable astronomical instrument used from antiquity through the Middle Ages for star taking, serving as a handheld computer to measure the altitude of celestial bodies. Oh, it acts as a 2D model of the sky, enabling users to determine local time, altitude, local stars, and forecast sunrise and sunset. I did not know that. So cool. I'm gonna say that again. The 13th century Persian poet Rumi said, "Love is the astrolabe of God's mysteries," applying the metaphor of an ancient instrument for calculating the altitude of celestial bodies to convey the power of love to penetrate the higher planes of existence. Think of Sir Isaac Newton and his discovery of gravity, which applies as much to distant planets as earth-bound bodies and objects. Correspondence gives us a way of approaching things that we may otherwise just think of as unknown. It helps us ask questions that already plant the seeds of an answer. For instance, does the relationship between the mental and the physical, a well-worn pathway of investigation, allow us to speculate about how the spiritual might relate to the mental? Theories about the unconscious show how repressed emotions and thoughts could be expressed or made manifest through conscious language and the symptoms of the physical body. The interplay between spiritual aspirations and our mental world is similar. Guided by the principle of correspondence, we direct our attention to how the great physical, mental, and spiritual planes reflect and shed light on each other. For example, grasping the laws that govern the human body gives us a starting point for investigating the origin and meaning of our own thoughts and emotional life. Similarly, everything we have learned about our mental and emotional world helps us approach the spiritual realm. As above, so below reminds us of the profound interconnectedness of life across all dimensions. The lower illuminates the higher, and, in turn, by opening ourselves to the divine, our knowledge of the lower expands. Just as the world and the universe are in constant state of motion and evolution, so, as members of humanity, we have a boundless potential to evolve as multi-dimensional beings. So this is what you need to be focusing on, is the duality of your existence. That's existential as fuck. But you wouldn't be here if you weren't an existential thinker, so welcome to my channel. I'm Honey Bunny Andy, and your first card is From the Lower, Glimpse the Higher. Blue is very significant. It says here, asking big questions with all your heart brings closer everything you are seeking. Do you have a deep sense there? Wait, do you have a deep sense that there must be more? Do you expect to make huge sacrifices or travel to distant places to find what you're looking for? Your path ahead is being illuminated. All will become clear. Your deeply felt intuition that there must be more is nudging you in the right direction. Simply believe. The first card in this suit, From the Lower, Glimpse the Higher, calls you to step through this portal of light. Let go of all fear. We're about to step into a new moon portal, and Look, I'm not an astrologer, bro, but I'm gonna check. Next, new moon, 2026. May 16. Yes. so it's May the 16th. New moon is in Taurus. I'm a Taurus. If I didn't mention that before, my birthday was literally a week and a day ago. Yeah. Okay. Sign in Taurus. Interesting. It's a portal. Whatever you're about to walk through a portal. My eye twitched and everything. Let go of all fear. Remember this principle. Correspondence is also known as above, so below. Anything you already can do or know well is of value on higher planes. The moon above the waters, representing your inner life, feelings, aspirations, desires, emotions, is bathed in starry light from the heavens. Your journey is within. There is nowhere else you need to be. Here you are loved in a way that goes beyond anything you've ever experienced. The worlds converge to support you on your path. Heart, soul, earth, and heaven. Yeah, like, I don't know how else the divine can say that you are deeply loved, deeply cared for, deeply respected, deeply regarded. There's a loyalty of the divine that I'm hearing too. Let's take a sip because that was heavy all by itself. Oh. Wow, the second card, become a creator. Growing in plants could be significant. See, this is like a doorway. So, portal. All of these cards are portals. So this has something to do with a portal, and it has something to do with growth. Being a creator, we could be talking to I could be talking to someone who's gardening. Gardening could be significant. Germination could be significant, but also metamorphosis and cocoons and seeing butterflies as well. The seeds of the divine lie within us. Yep, seeds. Have you ever thought of yourself as a child of God? What would happen if you nurtured the seeds of your divine potential? As above, so below is an ancient law that applies in many different ways. For example, the biblical book of Genesis says, "So God created mankind in his image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them." A captain of a ship may speak of their cruise liner as a she. We talk about the weather being miserable, the sun smiling down, or about the influence of Lady Luck, and we regard our pet dogs and cats as members of our families who understand every word we say and know what support to provide us when we need it. In a similar way, our Hermetic forefathers attribute mind, soul, and life to the mineral kingdom. Mineral, earth, Taurus, earth sign. They say that even molecules, atoms, and corpuscles have their loves and hates, likes and dislikes, actions and repulsions, attractions and repulsions. Sorry. The fifth card in this suit, Become a Creator, reminds you that you are far more than just a cog in a wheel of life on this planet. It is your time. You are called to take action to claim your divine birthright and become a creator in your own right. That's so funny because 157, that's also significant. That's really funny because look, I go to therapy. I'm not ashamed of that in any fucking way because, homie, I've been through a lot. Like I said, moons could be significant. New moon is coming. Stars, celestial stuff. Like, we're heavy in a celestial place. Like, it's almost like we need to be grounded in order to hear. And I say up because it's not so much that you need to be higher and better in a hierarchical sense. What I'm gathering is stargazing. It's almost like I'm watching someone under the stars, under the moon, outside laying in the grass. I'm seeing that. If you feel moved to do that on the 16th for the new moon, I say 100% do it. Your last card of this pull is open to your cosmic destiny. Your higher purpose is awaiting your discovery and realization. What is it you are meant to do? What would it mean for you to follow your divine path? The second great Hermetic maxim sheds new light on every aspect of who you are and everything you may have ever thought to be true about your chosen life path. Chosen being the operative word. I'm hearing that you chose to live. Same, bro. Like, understanding and being self-aware enough to be like, no, I'm here because I said I would be here to do a thing, and sometimes you need encouragement, so this feels like a boost. What do you do? The question is familiar. We all make a living through whatever opportunities come our way, and sometimes we may feel like where and how we end up putting our skills and knowledge to practical use is determined by no more than chance, fate, fortune, providence, karma, or predestination are words we often hear when speaking of destiny and what this might mean individually for each of us. The seventh card in this suit calls you to tune in to where life is calling you, to follow the stirrings of your gut, heart, and soul. Your highest destiny is about much more than your choice of what you do for a job or the love of your life. You are asked to surrender to higher will and guidance, to take your next step in faith and follow your intuitive compass. Know you are part of a bigger picture. No matter how tough things may be at times or what regrets you have, you are being bathed in everlasting love. You are on track. Believe. Your cosmic destiny beckons. So you're needing a boost, I'm sensing. And that is okay. We all need that shit. Like I said, I'm feeling a lot of anger, and the anger is so fucking justifiable that it's like, it's hard to argue, like, should I act like my shadow self? Like, do people need to be reintroduced to the part of me that I've been spending a lot of time trying not to show up as? Or should I remember the oath I made myself about showing up as the person that I want to show up as? I get that. I understand. Five of Wands. That's too much, bro. Too much. That too much. I don't know why I love that meme. It cracks me up every time, though. Oh! I've got Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Pentacles, and the World card as your major arcana in this spread. Let's take another sip. Let's connect with the divine. Let's get our butts comfy. As above, so below. The World card. Sun and Moon on this card, and the World card. Can't make this shit up. You got the sun, you got the moon, you got earth, trees, rivers, all of it. The whole 9 yard. That is your major arcana. 20, 21 can be significant. I want to look up the Hebrew alphabet again, because I see another one. I see a letter here. They may mention it, they may not. Let's go ahead and go into it. Total realization. At the edge of the heavenly gate, a once foolish figure re-enters paradise dancing. Their journey began with nothing. The value of the fool is 0. And now has come full circle at the 21st card. This, in Kabbalistic tradition, is the transition from Malkuth to Yesod, which translates as foundation to kingdom, a passage from the physical to the astral planes. I'm not making this shit up. Some of y'all actually need to be working on your astral projection. Some of y'all need to be working on your spiritual gifts, like actually training yourself in your spiritual gifts. I'm hearing this is the time of heroes. Look, I am one to believe that one day someone's gonna be running around in a cape somewhere. Look, this is the time where a lot of us with special gifts need to be actually standing on business about those gifts. It's not fake. You're not making that shit up. Some of y'all do astral project. Some of y'all do aura healing. Some of you guys, when you divine, you are channeling the Most High. And the only reason why you're doing what you're doing is because you feel led and you feel a conviction and you feel like, yeah, whatever I'm doing can raise the vibrations of this earth into a more conscious place. There are just so many people walking around and they're dead. Use your powers. Like, use your powers. Train and use your powers. I'm not making this shit up, bro. In this moment, everything is illuminated. And the letter Tav, I knew it. Let's look at Tav. Tav, yes, I see it there. The letter Tav, which is the one right above the head of this person. Oh, sorry. Is YouTube gonna get mad at me? They're all necky. I sorry. In this moment... In this moment, everything is illuminated, and the letter Tav, signifying salvation, blazes in the sky. Salvation. Ugh. The gravitas of the hermit and the emperor, or the stern gaze of the high priestess, are nothing but memories now. All that remains is a state of irrepressible energy and motion, hurling forward into its own momentum. The dancer takes their final step, watched over by 4 angelic guardians, guides, who open the doors of heaven for this final momentous transformation. The dancer does not move to the left or the right, rather, they are stepping out of the card itself, through the seal of infinite potential. That's so true. Yeah. There are literal angels out in the corner. You see those faces? See those faces? You have angels guarding you, salvation above you, earth below you, the stars and the moon as you walk through this portal. You're supposed to be portal jumping. Prepare yourself for a portal experience. You're supposed to be portal jumping. So you have wands, the 5 of wands, as your next card. Lots of, plants. Lots of plants. This has something to do with growth in a literal sense. Like, you're supposed to be planting and growing things. A lot of that's going on in my various forms of family right now. I have a potato plant. So excited. 5 of Wands, disharmony and conflict. With the 5 of Wands, the harmony achieved in the 4 of Wands breaks. Our creative energies, once stable, are now conflicting and can no longer sustain each other. The flame of inspiration has gone out, symbolized by the card's unlit blossom. Our creativity now flows chaotically in all directions, symbolized by the card's stems crisscrossing in many directions. The struggle is a painful and frustrating one, but it's necessary to break the gridlock of the previous card. The result of this clash is hard to predict. An immature seeker might be thrown by this obstacle, while a wiser, more mature mind can use this chaotic energy to push forward toward a breakthrough or resolution. That's what you're going through, a portal, and a lot of the times people, and I learned this the hard way. People see you doing your shit. People see you doing your shit. People can see you doing your shit. They see you moving that way. They see you and the work that you're doing. They see you moving different. It is not lost. It actually doesn't mean that a person is low vibration. Some people can see shit and still behave like a dark karmic at what they're seeing. Some people actually are awake and choose to use the knowledge that they have and the consciousness that they have to cause harm. But what is for you, no one but you can fuck up. Use your powers. I'm feeling it. 2 of Pentacles. Union of material forces. The material world for which the pentacle stands can be interpreted in a dualistic fashion. It holds light and darkness, life and death, growth and decay. These endless dualistic forces and the friction between them drive the dance of life. Dancing is significant, you need to be dancing more. This endless dance is symbolized by the Ouroboros figure snaking around the two pentacles in an infinite ribbon. One can master this dualism, reconcile opposing forces, and reap the benefits. This is less a single decisive action, more a continuous balancing act, keeping the dynamic of nature spinning at just the right angle. This attitude is often found simply in the observation and acceptance of life as we seek balance and to understand life's complex dance. You have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. There's stagnancy. Hard work and investments are not yielding the expected results, is what I'm reading, leading to frustration, impatience, or scattered efforts. You need to reevaluate where you're putting your energy, as you may be working hard without a clear, fruitful return. And I'm hearing that's, I'm going to read it because I'm kind of curious. It feels like you had a 7 in the Hermetic Oracle deck, and this is kind of like the flip of that. Sorry. Open to your cosmic destiny. What is it you are meant to do? What would it mean for you to follow your divine path? And I think that this reverse 7 of Pentacles is talking about alchemizing that anger into something that you can use to grow. I was watching this video actually, and it made me laugh. And this lady, an Australian lady who just recently wrote a book, and it was influenced and inspired by the fact that she's like, self-help books are bullshit and they tell you to just let it happen, let. And she's like, the title of my book, I think the title of her book was something about like punch people in the neck or some shit like that. And I was just like, bro. But she's just like, I got angry seeing injustice done by an industry. And I'm not saying like all self-help, if anything, like I'm not saying that at all, but what she's seeing in this industry and what she's seeing coming out of this industry pissed her off so bad she had to write a book about it and be like, you're allowed to punch a bitch in the face. And I think that that's iconic and beautiful. It's much needed, but there is a way she did it. Like, she didn't go around actually, to my knowledge, punching people. But what she did do was write a book to expel the grievance of what she was seeing in an industry that she believed is taking advantage of people. And I think that when we're talking about what you're doing versus where you're headed, this portal that you're stepping through, and what you're being asked to do in response to it and to prepare for it, it has a lot to do with alchemizing that anger into something that is fruitful, ultimately fruitful. Ultimately fruitful. Oh my god. Y'all aren't for real. You are being asked to be ultimately fruitful. 2 cards came out. Interesting. Wow. I'll show it to you, but holy shiza. 13 and 14. Loyalty. Angel. Iezalel. Iezalel is your angel of loyalty. Beleth is your demon of wastrels and vagabonds. Little scoundrel energy, huh? And your 14th card is an angel holding up a decapitated head. It looks like a cherubim, but I'm not sure. Mabahel. And your corresponding demon is Lara J. False testimony. Your angel is truth and justice. Sorry, I was just like, damn, just beheadings. Let's get into it. Cherubim. I knew it. I think they're both cherubims because they're little babies. They got little baby bodies. Yep. Cherubims. Your 13th card is the God sung above all. Psalms 98:4. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all the earth. Make a loud noise and rejoice and sing praise. And I keep going back to these old school black church songs I'd be thinking about. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. Yes, he is good. That one. That's what I thought of immediately. People born under this angel learn everything with ease, have happy memories, and distinguish themselves through speech. This angel governs friendship, reconciliation, and conjugal fidelity. That means sex. The sole guardian of those born between 4 and 4:20 a.m., moral guardian of those born April 1st, June 12, August 23rd, November 3rd, and January 14, physical guardian of those born between May 19 and May 23. So we're like, Taurus is on the cusp of Gemini. The demon corresponding is a demon king. The 13th spirit, Beleth, is a mighty and terrible king who rides on a pale horse with musical instruments playing before him. Music. He is very furious at his first appearance. That is, while the exorcist displays his courage. To do this, the exorcist must hold a hazel wand in his hand, striking it out toward the south and east quarters, making a triangle outside the circle, and then commanding Beleth into it by reciting the spirit's chain. Don't try this at home, kids. You must receive Beleth courteously and do homage unto him, as the kings and princes who attend upon him do. The powerful Beleth extorts all the love that may be, both of men and of women, until the master exorcist has had their desire fulfilled. This is a very sexy card. He is of the order of powers and governs 85 legions of spirits. He has a lot. Servants of those born between May 19 and May 23. And I'm getting... This is why you're pissed off, is because you feel that you're being met with Beleth energy while you're standing in your Iezalel. Yeah, you're standing in your Iezalel energy, being treated and spoken to, and people are behaving and tossing Beleth energy at you, because they think that because they can command a demon that does all of these things that you have to heed that call. And just because you have the powers, the spiritual powers to command angels and demons alike, they think that they can command you the way that they command demons. I think that people think that if there's some, like, doing all of this wand work to summon demons, that they're better than people who don't, that just operate in their natural gifts. And it's like, my angel already has that for me. I don't have to summon shit. I can just be that and do that because that is my birthright. And I feel like that's the anger that I'm feeling, which is why we have the heaven and hell. It's almost like you're really pissed off at people's demons because they're coming at you with this demon time energy. Like, you don't command the same shit as a birthright without having to do all that extra shit. Damn, bro. Alright. Mebahel. And see, and it, yeah, loyalty. I'm thinking about it now, because they're doing the wastrel and vagabonds bullshit with you, and you're over here like, I'm a loyal person. Like, you don't have to come at me with all your bullshit ass wastrel vagabond energy. I'm a loyal ass bitch. Wow, I'm feeling that heavy. Bruh, are you good? Are you drinking water? Mebahel, truth and justice, is your 14th card. False testimony from Luragel. Sounds like a cream. Another cherubim, God the protector and savior. Psalms 9 verse 19. The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed and a refuge in times of trouble. So it's like you are going through things. We've been talking about this, and I feel like I'm prepping because, like, new moon energy and full moon energy just bring out people's stuff. People don't even know how much those moon energies actually, like, really contribute to the way that they behave at others. It sucks when you know that and you're just like, can you please look at your fucking star chart or look at what's going on cosmically and just like do better. I get it, bro. I be feeling that way too. People born under Mabahel love jurisprudence and courts of law. You like justice. Mabahel can be called upon against those who seek to usurp the fortunes of others. He governs justice. Fucking beheaded. This little baby is holding up a head like justice. Damn, like your spirit guides and your angels are ready to give you justice, but that is the angel's job, not your job. Your job is to be walking through motherfucking portals and growing some plants and dancing through portals with your angels. Like, this is a heavy angel reading. I'm feeling lots and lots of angel energy in here. Lots of feathers, lots of wings, lots of like be not afraid energy going on in this collective right now. Like, your angel's about to show up for you and be not afraid on this kind of time. He governs justice, truth, and liberty, delivers the oppressed, and protects prisoners. Sole guardian of those born between 4:20 and 4:40 a.m., moral guardian of those born April 2nd, June 13, August 24, November 4, or January 15, physical guardian of those born between May 24 and May 28. So we're talking about cusp Taurus and cusp Gemini. Lurage is a marquis. 14th spirit, Larry or Laraka is a marquis who is great in power and shows himself in the likeness of an archer, clad in green, carrying a bow and quiver. It's giving Robin Hood. He causes all great battles and contests and makes wounds putrefy that are made with archer's arrows. So it's like this kind of energy that you already have within you as far as like making something hurt is like one of those things that's also very like, I have that, but other people that are coming at you with their demon time energy that I'm feeling is like kind of getting in the way of what you feel like you're supposed to be doing. It's like, I think you're dwelling on how much it hurts and it's helping that negativity. It will putrefy if you keep harping on it. I need you to know that now. Like, how badly you were hurt, you can be fucking mad about it. You can expect justice from it. You're 100% allowed to be pissed the fuck off. But you gotta alchemize that shit and live your life, because, like, if you stay there, you will not get justice. It will putrefy. It will get gangrene. And it will fall off, and you are going to be the only one fucking suffering, because trust me, that archer-ass bitch has moved on to go shoot other people. They literally cause battles and contests. They like the competition. They like the disarray and the disheveling and the confusion of it all. They love the conflict. This belongs unto Sagittarius. Maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius that ain't shit. Lara J governs 30 legions of spirits and is closely tied to the moon. So, like, there's so much moon energy, and this one, like, there are negative energies associated with the moon. There's positive energies, neutral energies, there's astral energies, there's demon time energies. Like, I'll put it to you this way, the moon is a moon. There's so many of them. They have their own gravitational pull. They have their own makeup and composition. They travel around planets however they choose. Some planets eat moons, and some moons... Literally, my favorite thing about Saturn's moon, Daphnis, is that her gravitational pull literally makes a ripple effect in the rings of Saturn as she rotates around. It pulses. So, like, moons are moons. Like, the same full moon that us, like, spiritual baddies be dancing around and making moon water with is the same moon that has the ER fucked up every full moon. The same new moon that has us going internal and has us introspective and welcoming in ego death and growth and walking through portals is the same new moon that has people treating you like shit because they don't know how to govern their own shit and they have no idea what to do with their bullshit but to put it everywhere else. Closely tied with the moon, servants of those between May 24 and May 28. I want you to understand, if you take absolutely nothing else away from this meeting, we're having a meeting. I want you to know that if you take nothing else from this meeting, the goddesses want to talk to you, and then we're wrapping, I'm going to close out with a goddess reading. You are supposed to be growing. Oh my. What card is this? Mama Jumbo. Shine. You were supposed to be doing this. More Aries energy. I can't make this up. Mama Jumbo. Temple of Griots. Element Bush. As above, so below. Lay on the grass if you can. Goddess Mama Jumbo glitters as a guardian of the lush green forests of Guinea-Bissau. If her name sounds familiar, it's because Mama Jumbo's name was misconstrued by colonizers and replaced with the term mumbo jumbo, meaning gibberish. Still she signs. What did I say? Okay. There is bullshit down there. You can go demon time. There is demon time to be had. People have spoke out your name disrespectful, and you still gotta shine. Ooh, the guidance. You were born to shine. Be seen, be heard, be movement. We need to know your name. We want to learn your dance. A lot of dancing going on here. If you are feeling like you need to move your body, I'm telling you right now, go to the club and dance. I'm just kidding. Actually, no, I'm not. Spirit said, go shake your ass. Spirit said, shake that ass. Spirit said, shake that ass. I'm hot now thinking about this, and I have a fan going. Embodiment. Daring to rise and shine starts with the courage to be seen and heard. Your story matters, and someone needs to hear it. Fear of shining brightly keeps you in the shadows, hiding and shrinking. There is no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment, but you are not for everybody. If everyone likes you, you are not really being you. Jeez! Declaration, I am ready to be seen and heard. I want you to say that 3 times. I am ready to be seen and heard. No more being afraid. Yes, being introspective is what's needed. Yes, you need to be doing your work. You will always be doing shadow work, my love. Always, always, always. Look at this. She's not in, a totally sunny place. She's holding the light. But there's mostly greenery and plants and animals. Mumbo jumbo my ass. And that's how they've been talking at you, and I know you're fucking pissed about it, but look, fuck them, whoever they are. You need to shine. You need to alchemize. You need to put that anger and turn it into the legacy that the divine has shown you that you have. Maybe dancing is your power. I'm talking to someone who knows what I'm talking about. You have powers that you need to be using, and some of them are just as simple as the ancestral dances within your family, within your lineage, within that legacy that was before you. Oh, my love and my light. I love you. It's time to walk through this portal. It's time to rise and shine. It's time to take that anger. It's time to take all of that hate and that anger and that rage and that bitterness. Not even just what you have. You may not even have hate and bitterness. You may just be fucking exhausted like I am. I stopped being, I'm angry because I'm fucking tired of some of the shit that I be seeing happening over and over and in my life, and I be looking at the divine man, I thought I got past this, why is this happening again? And the divine is just keep going, dig deeper, rise and shine. Alchemize these feelings. This feeling of anger and frustration and exhaustion is here for a reason, and it is not for you to roll over. It is not for you to show up the way they expect you to show up. It is not for you to fall into any traps or snares. It is for you to walk through that portal with all of your angels in tow, with the divine glory and protection that you know that you have of your angels, the demons that work for you, because it's your birthright to command them. Even though, like, you mostly be telling them you need to go somewhere. Like, I know that it's an option for me to cuss a bitch out. Thank you for your suggestion. How do I alchemize this? Your ancestors. You need to walk through that portal shining, dancing with joy. The magic of your joy, your light, and your dance is exactly what's being called upon right now. Whew, that was a lot. I need a nap. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.